Yo, it's been a while. Haven't posted a video in quite some time. We're going to get into the Kombat Kast. I'm going to break it up into the most important sections, and we'll talk a little bit about Ermac and the state of the game. So let's go. Let's get into it.
Ooh, excellent. A couple other things we want to talk about. King of the Hill is now crossplay.
Woo!
That's big.
Play with
That's
people on
big.
different platforms.
Yes, you can use your social invites for.
We'll see how well it works.
Or first.
Right.
Awesome. So that's. I know people.
Because right now the online is
We're excited for you guys to get in.
rough city.
I know you a lot of people do their tournaments that way and things like that. So that'll be awesome. Glad that has made it to Mortal Kombat.
Glad they're trying it though. Trying to get it in there. We'll see how it goes.
Received maybe some new moves.
Very exciting.
Yes. Scorpion might have a new string that's been added.
Okay.
Okay.
Here's one that I think will be fun for a lot of people. Garrus, for the Garrus players, there's now a UI element at the bottom that shows how many times he's used his countdown.
That's about time.
The opponent will
That should have been there day one, but I'm glad they're putting it in.
So that's something people have been asking for, so we got that in there.
I oftentimes never know what Garrus has
Got a couple
as
of
far
new
as his
Some new moves.
his counter goes.
Rain
new moves.
has a new long-range projectile. He can
Yeah,
use.
he's got like the MK2 classic.
The
spike
acid
that goes
spit?
on the screen.
Right, so you got a full new move for him, and also his drop. You can now cancel out of.
Yeah, he kind of flips back and goes invisible.
Yeah, it's really neat.
Huh.
Help you
I gotta look how that
things like that.
works. Gotta see that
One of
in
the big
execution.
ones, I think, which is going to excite people, is Shinnok.
Yes, he's been meditating and learning new techniques.
So
This whole time.
Yes.
Shinnok has a lot of new techniques that he has learned. We're now going to show you just a little tiny supercut of some of the new
Supercut?
Is that a thing of supercut?
I'm going to call
That's
it.
I was thinking the same thing.
Show you some other things that he can do.
Supercut. This is great. All right, let's see what he can do here. Oh, ground skulls. Oh, gets the launcher. The Kenshi launcher. I like how they're doing this with Shang. Some Omni-Man action. Oh, gets the launch. Okay. So they're buffing Shinnok. He needs it. That's interesting. What? Oh, the lantern's out. Oh, that's nasty. Oh, oh, there's a new move for Rain right there too. Yo, he's got Reiko's command grab. Very interesting.
There we go. A lot of neat, cool.
That's crazy.
Got the Reiko grab.
What
Yeah.
can't he do?
I think stealing Li Mei's lantern is very fun.
It's pretty
You're
cool.
going to find a lot of really neat things you can now do with Shinnok. Had to experiment with it because there's a lot of new stuff that'll be happening with this. Just a real big change to how he works as a cameo. So there's gonna be a lot of time in the lab for those who want to learn Shinnok.
All right.
Yep.
Another thing, we just so you know, we are on TikTok. We've been doing TikTok for a while. People are maybe watching right now live on TikTok. Hello.
TikTok.
We do have an AR filter on TikTok.
Hello, that. What's
you
the
can
AR
scan
filter?
the QR code on our Twitter and Facebook and Threads, and it'll access that cool filter.
I don't know what any of the things you just said.
Exactly. I have no idea what he's talking
I
about.
feel like such a youth right now.
That's what they say.
The youths.
That's what I do. It'll tell you what we like to do. Ermac's a rushdown character in this game. He doesn't
Rushdown.
have the projectiles you're sort of used to. He still has a lot of the stuff you'll remember, your lifts you saw in the trailer, obviously. But he's more of a rushdown character. It's not always low and high. He's more of a rushdown character that uses a series of really cancels he can use to keep the pressure going.
So you're going to be doing cancels?
We'll see what we can do.
I've seen you be very good at your desk.
Thank you, and we'll see if that translates to now.
Right.
But yeah, so you can do, different sort of cancels and into hit confirm. Maybe sneak some throws in there.
Cancels.
He plays a little different.
It's like flake cancels? I'm guessing flake cancels.
Those who've played Ermac before, everything you've always loved, he has.
All right, let's check him out. Let's check him out. Yo, he looks sick.
All right.
He does look sick. Look at him
The
floating.
mask.
With the mask. And
Yeah.
the mask was pretty praised.
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
like
Yeah, the mask looks good.
And he has some of his gear is some of the coolest.
It's gnarly.
Man,
On his
undead
knees
guy. Yeah.
For his cool throw with
Oh.
Mavado throw, and then just crumples
Very
you.
painful.
Huh.
Yeah, so let's talk about Ermac. One of his main strings that people are really going to enjoy. One of my favorites, kind of old school. One of those string that ends in a grab at the end.
Very reminiscent of like the ultimate MK3 kind of.
It's a side switch, so it'll have some utility.
Gesture reminds me of it, which is cool.
And probably easier to do.
Yeah.
And if you want to, you don't have to do the ending, and it's a knockdown.
But why wouldn't you lift?
Yeah, because it's too cool. Like, boom.
Because you might put yourself in the corner. That's why.
Remember that?
This is one of his main strings too that I love using. 2-1-2. Pop up.
Wow.
It's immediately.
It's got to be like high. Is that high?
After that, if you want to, just super cool. Like just one of those moves people really enjoy because it takes a lot of the onus off of you. It's a pop up combo. You get way up in the air and you can do stuff. And
I think you'll see that he has a lot of really cool air combos and air enders and stuff like that.
He has some of the most air moves in the game, I would say.
That's because he's Ermac.
Ermac. Oh man. That's pretty cool.
Kicks you and then
just a burst of souls.
And it, for a string does a good amount of damage.
How much damage is that doing? Dang, 17. Okay.
Later, so we're gonna hold off on that a little bit.
You're working.
All right.
We're gonna work up to it. His Torch 4 is really neat. This is this knee, and then
is that a mid?
3 it knocks them away. This is another move that on the outset
Looks like a mid.
Looks just like a kind of a jumping knee.
Right.
A lot more is going to come from that later. We will get back to that as well.
Yeah, you'll notice
flight cancels.
Airborne, which we'll talk about.
Yes, gotta be flight cancels.
And it knocks them into the air. And what you're stating, Ermac's in the air.
Airborne. Yes.
Yes. 4-2-2 is an overhead. So, like we said earlier, it's not a lot of overhead lows with Ermac. This is one thing you kind of throw out and fish, and knock them down, knock them away, or just throw the overhead out and cancel into a special.
It's also worth considering, while he may not have the best lows, the cameo systems means there are characters like Kung Lao and Frost that have good lows.
Absolutely.
Okay.
This is a great one to start out there.
That range is nice. That range is real nice.
Back to 4 is
that's a launch.
Sort of just trapping bounce.
Nah, just bounces.
Special cancel as well.
So you could get a cameo in there too.
If you want to.
Oh.
That's the full move. It knocks you fully away. And then you can do.
And it's cancelable. All right.
And more stuff too, obviously. But that's just where you are there. This move is a ton of fun. This is just his back 3. It's kind of like a get the heck off me move. Just sends you full back. A Spectre comes out and knocks you backwards.
So if he's supposed to be rushed down, why does he have all these moves that push your opponent so far away?
It seems like he does do a lot of things to get distance as well.
He does, and he has a couple of things that can get him back in range as well. Let's talk about some special moves. As we've seen earlier, we got the classic lift.
Yep, that big.
If you meter burn that, does it launch?
Meter burn that to trap them.
All right.
And do air combos or whatever you want to do after that, which is super cool. A lot of fun. A lot of stuff you can do with that. He's got his push.
Yep.
And has.
Oh, nice.
That's my guy. That was my guy.
That's your
yeah, I like that dude. The big dude.
It's one of those good things when you're playing Ermac where you can always sort of like checking people who are trying to move in on it.
Exactly.
Yes. I love to see how negative that is.
There's a good amount of distance there.
It's not that fast.
You use meter on that, it is also armor.
Which is a great armor move. You can use
I guess it is kind of fast.
Projectiles, long range normals. You could like whiff punish with it.
So it's from jump range.
I just did pretty much max distance right there. And
Yeah, so it's like jump range.
Got some good range.
Got some good range.
Got some good range.
You can jump in on that.
The teleport.
Right.
This teleport is very interesting. So see, I'm starting on the ground. I teleport. I end on the ground.
Yeah, still on the ground there.
I can also go up. So I can go on the ground or
do it again now. What?
So I can go up, or I can do it from the.
Can you
air.
meter burn it
And go up
and like get a jump in like Scorpion?
Wow.
So like any up down, you can mix and match.
Mind blown right now.
One thing that's fun to do too is you can actually kind of go up here, whiff it, and you're right in their face.
Right.
And a lot of people might do something to you. A lot of people won't. So that's a lot of fun too.
He's right. They probably won't.
It's also going to be a thing that's really going to add to their mental stack when you have multiple options coming up. They're going to have to look for the teleport and then also guess how you're going to teleport back in.
Right. Big thing. Down back 2 is this. Oh, that's not that.
Oh.
Did it wrong.
Oh.
Hover.
Okay.
So hover does quite a few things. You're hovering. You can cancel it early, that sort of thing. If you meter burn it, it's quicker.
Nope.
He's going to do it off that forward 3.
Second. So remember that knee we talked about?
Yes,
Yeah.
I do.
Tell me about that knee.
So you can cancel.
Boom, bop, bit, launch. Oh, look at Tyler.
With
Getting busy.
So you can
That looks good.
continue pressure.
That's interesting.
Maybe I come down and I throw. Lots of things you can do with that. So
I wonder what the frames are on that cancel.
Is levitate, which opens up a lot of things. Like this string I showed earlier.
Like, can you meter burn through it?
Crazy stuff.
Very cool.
Missed it. Hold on, sorry. I can levitate out of it.
Oh, that's nasty.
Okay, Lanny.
Right.
Nice.
Into a
Oh,
combo.
that's pretty cool,
In
man.
3 tries.
Right.
That looks
So
really
Just a normal
cool.
person.
I'm just a normal human being. And hover's super cool. So it's just, you always, you know,
I love that kind of UMK3
Pose, yeah.
pose. It's
once you start putting this pressure on, like, where does it go, right?
Yeah, there's going to be some interesting things off that hover cancel.
So sometimes when I'm like alone in my apartment, I do that pose, and that's not weird, right? Everyone does that, right?
Absolutely normal.
Okay.
Let's talk about some new stuff to Mortal Kombat 1's Ermac. First off, there's this move called Death's Embrace,
Okay.
where he comes out, a spirit touches him, and he
Huh.
puts this sort of shield on him.
Right.
While that is active, in the
Projectile
last
immune?
5-6 seconds there, it went away. Your health bar is now your meter.
Oh.
Meter taken off.
So when you're almost about to die, you use it.
right,
So a very clear scenario would be you're about to lose.
Right.
You have only
Correct.
1 hit left,
But you got full meat.
but you got 3 bars.
Or you're in the corner
you know,
and you use
let's
it.
say you're way ahead and the time's running out. Turn
You
it
do
on.
that too.
They're chipping away at your meter
Right.
while your health bar is safe. The
Good
cool thing
idea.
about this too is you can turn it off whenever you want to. So if someone's doing a combo to you, you can take half that combo, turn it off. Like there's a lot of different. Like,
You can turn it off on hit. Like you get hit and you can still turn it off.
Also, the little demon lady looks really cool.
She does. Another move that's new is Spirit Punch. So he has this punch where he charges it up and lets out just a torrent of these spirits. Now it has a bunch of levels. You can do it just real quick.
That's like back in MK9. He had a move like that.
Gives you a crumple state.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's like MK9.
It's time.
I mean Ermac and MK9. He was my
Now,
main.
here's the other thing. This move can be canceled out. So you can turn it on. I can back out. Turn it on. Back forward. You can put it in a move. You can do it during a combo and do it. I'm sorry to say, not great at that, but you can continue pressure like we were talking about earlier. Super cool move. Another move he has that's new is this Shrieking Souls move, where he slides on the ground and.
That's a good anti-air, I bet.
This also can be canceled. So once you hit, you can double dash forward and
Probably good corner launch.
So I can be like,
Oh, you can dash out of it. You dash cancel. Oh, snap. That's crazy.
so that it just always like constant pressure with Ermac. You're continuing moving forward, pressuring them, teleporting around. Just like you talked about earlier, I love the term when you use mental stack.
Yes.
There's so much, just like a lot of our characters, there's so much stuff you have to think about while you're fighting him that could happen at any time.
It also seems like a reoccurring thing here is combo options, possibility, routes. Very cool.
One of my favorite moves he has is this. He's got, this is his only quote-unquote projectile.
Is that a low?
It runs across the ground.
Oh, because it goes
Only
around.
goes in air. If you use meter,
I thought it was right on top of him.
You can also do this, and it'll send out these hands.
That's so
What?
Now, this, again, will go back to the knee, the thing that's sort of been the thesis of the story.
Boom.
You
Bow.
can do it from knee.
That's fast,
You
too.
have bars, you know, into the round, you can literally come in, do that.
Very cool.
That's Ermac in a nutshell. Lots of cool stuff he can do. Players who've played him before get a lot of the same feeling, but there's a depth to him with.
I don't have like an instant game plan looking at what he does.
all them that you can do.
Like he seems like he's gonna take some time to flesh out.
Yeah,
Right? That doesn't seem fair.
a more
Right,
complete
like in
character
Mortal Kombat and Ghost
than
Recon,
most of these
they've
characters
left
in this
mortal
game.
coil.
They sure have. And yeah, he's got plenty of health,
Yeah.
which is awesome.
I guess they're all part of him, so it's fair.
He is many.
It is him.
Yeah.
It is him still the same. We should definitely show.
He looks great.
Uh,
He reminds me of Mumra
it-
from Thundercats
What?
with the way he
yeah,
looks.
so let's do this.
What's this? The hell? Is that a full screen Fatal Blow? Bruh. Don't throw a projectile against Ermac.
Who didn't have one? You know what I mean?
So let's take a look at Mavado.
Take a look at
Mavado
Mavado.
has a bunch of, he does
What's
a couple
Mavado
things. He
got?
has some setup tools. He has some combo extension tools. He has a way you can, use flawless block to push them back, which I will not be showing. It's in the trailer.
Okay.
I cannot do that. Just a lot of really cool stuff. So let's take a look.
Oh, that
One thing
flawless
you have to
block
do,
pushback thing, that's just Mavado specific?
Which will pull you forward, and at the end, you're kind of crumpled and knocked down. Now, if they can block that.
I thought that was for everybody when I
That's
saw the
right,
trailer,
yeah.
but I
So,
guess
like,
not.
boom.
Created
Got
by the same scientist that built Suhao's chest plate.
It sure feels like it, right? So he's got that. He can also, this is one of my favorites. This is generally used for a nice combo ender to add some damage. You can do just fling each other into each other. Can you
Nomad's Touch.
What the
explain
hell?
That
for
is
people who
that
don't
is
know?
a Cabal move from MK Deception. I'm so excited to have Mavado in. He stole his hook swords in Deception. He stole Nomad's Touch. What a criminal!
I
I
was
love
say he's a
it.
criminal. I mean, he's a
So,
well-known criminal.
boom. He takes a little damage. The other person takes a little bit more. He also has, this is really cool. When you knock them down, you can slide out with him at low. And people are like,
Is that blockable?
now it adds a little damage for one. What I enjoy it for is it stops wake ups.
Oh.
So they
Oh,
have
man.
to hold that.
Yep.
Wow.
And
So it
that's-
just
I
stuffs
think
the wake
sort
up
of
in the
a
corner? That would be nasty.
theory crafting its use as. Super cool though. The two other moves he has, like remember these knees, we talked about these earlier. If they're in the air, he can fly back towards them and knock them back towards you, which is super cool. So you can just combo continuation. He can also do it from the sky
I was going
with
to
a
ask.
different input, which I like showing it like this.
And that is
Oh
a
my God, off a down
really
two.
good combo after an uppercut.
Some
Off a
characters
down
can.
two.
Right.
Sonya's, I believe, can. Scorpions, I believe, can. This is a new one that you can do it on, and it's actually pretty. I slid
He just slid
underneath.
under. He's like, I'm out.
It's pretty easy to do, I think, too. So that's neat. It's depending on what move you're doing to them is what you'll decide to do with either coming forward or dropping down. But for me, I found it really easy. Ermac has a lot of moves that I think it works with really well. I mean, that could be recency bias because I'm playing the characters together, but I've really enjoyed it.
Well, I think one thing that'd be cool is he could help extend your combos if you're a character that's not combo focused.
Right.
Or if you are like Ermac and you have a lot of options, you can even go all double down, which I think is one of the coolest things about the cameo system, the ability to kind of, triple, quadruple down, or fill in gaps that you might have.
So, like, this is this basic combo I've been working on at my desk. We'll see if I can pull it off.
I got faith in you.
All right, Tyler, let's go. Got it. Oh, he just dropped it right at the
It
end.
was good. It was good.
So close.
That was pretty good. So close.
Absolutely.
There it is. I dropped
That was
it.
it. That was it. That was it.
One more,
That was it.
one more,
One more.
one more.
Go.
Okay, one more. All right. People are like, please stop.
I was trying to cover.
Nah, let's go, Tyler. You got this.
Let's go. Boom. Okay.
All right.
Nice.
There's my guy.
There he is.
Third time's a charm. What do you call that combo?
30%.
We are many.
Nice.
We are many. I like it.
So that, in a nutshell,
I'm not sure.
is Mavado.
Yeah. I think he's gonna. I think the
He's got some
Kombat
interesting
Kast,
stuff.
Cameos, I think, have been really, really cool. How they added the meta. It's great to see.
I'm
Cameos
curious to
are
see
almost as important as
how
the
this stuff gets
characters.
implemented with
Really
him, with
neat
other
to see
characters.
The meta shift and evolve as people figure them out.
And a wide variety across them all of what they
Right.
can do. And
Yes.
So that is Ermac, Mavado.
Is this like cut?
Changes
Like it
coming
seems like it's
in.
pre-recorded.
Excited
you did really
for-
good.
Yeah.
And the audios like are going up and down.
It's always an Ermac.
All right, let's break this John down.
More than you can imagine.
Let's turn this audio down a little bit. Where's my rocket? There we go. Alright. So that full screen spit is interesting. Dang, Ermac looks sick. Sick. That's gonna be some good anti-zoning where he goes up in the air and stomps down. Gets a knockdown, you can probably dash in, even if you get hit, even if you trade. Oh, so he just backed up. So he canceled the alligator and backed up. Or reptile, if you will. Big damage coming up. What is this? Let me move myself. We're at 500 damage. Dang, 556. It's pretty strong. Yeah, that's wild. Oh, so you get the charge. But it looks like it doesn't allow for a stun state off that because they're already captured. Dude, Reptile is going to be so mobile and just move around like crazy. This projectile is really slow, though. He definitely increased his mobility with that move. So he will get off me action by Ermac there with Mavado. And the launch. Nothing off of it. Uh-oh. Is this gonna kill? Nope. Oh, the brutal. That's pretty sick. I like it. I like it. Welcome to the collective. I like it. So, I mean, overall, I mean, Ermac looks great. He looks like a character that's more developed than the characters that we currently have in the game. It looks like there's going to be multiple ways, maybe, to play him. Some pressure, some zoning action, some anti-zoning. I like the ability that he has with, like, that glow, where you're able to exchange your damage that'll go to your meter instead of your health. So that'll be interesting. He did mention in the Kombat Kast, but didn't illustrate it, that you're able to do that like mid-combo, like cancel it mid-combo. So I guess you have control of your character as they're getting hit, so you can kind of ration your health. Maybe take half to your meter and then half to your health. I don't know. Definitely seems interesting. The attack that Mavado has where he slides and then knocks the character while they're on the ground and they can't wake up, that's going to be something that I think will really aid in his corner game. So if you have Mavado and you have an opponent in the corner and you get that slide coming in off of a knockdown and negate their wake up, and you can just keep going for pressure, or at least that's, you know, how it will work in theory, but I don't know, we'll see. So what did you think of Ermac and Mavado and the changes that are coming? The King of the Hill being able to be crossplay, super big. The online is still suspect. The online is trash. I'm just going to be straight up with you. The online is trash in Mortal Kombat 1 right now. So hopefully they're able to not only get this crossplay with King of the Hill, but fix the online and the frame drops and all that kind of wild shenanigans. They didn't really talk about that in this video, which I'm actually surprised because I believe they even postponed like one of the online tournament series because the online is so bad right now. So I thought that would be something that they would bring up, but they didn't. But let me know down in the comment section. What'd you think of the video, of the Kombat Kast? You know, just let me know. I'm curious. So that's it. As always, I want to thank you guys for checking in. It's Gleez signing out, and continue to game strong.